Hello everyone, Dr. Mandell here. If your legs often feel weak, heavy, tight, numb, or tired, there's a good chance your body is struggling with poor circulation, inflammation, or nutrient deficiencies. Today I'm going to share 8 powerful foods that can help boost blood flow, energize your leg muscles, and support faster recovery, some of which begin working within hours, not days. Let's get right into it. Imagine waking up in the morning, placing your feet on the floor, and instantly feeling that familiar heaviness. The slow, dragging weight in your legs that makes every movement feel like you're pushing through wet cement. For millions of people worldwide, tired legs aren't just a symptom, they're a warning sign. A sign that blood isn't flowing the way it should. A sign that muscles aren't getting the oxygen they desperately crave. And a sign that the body is quietly fighting a battle beneath the surface. But what if the solution to this silent struggle isn't a pill or a procedure, but a simple, vibrant root pulled straight from the earth? For decades, scientists have been fascinated, even stunned, by the extraordinary power packed inside a vegetable that most people walk past in the grocery store without giving a second glance: beets. These deep red roots have been used for centuries, yet only recently has modern science uncovered the astonishing truth. Beets can dramatically boost circulation by increasing nitric oxide, a natural compound that expands blood vessels and allows oxygen-rich blood to flow freely into your legs. And it doesn't take days, it doesn't take weeks. In many studies, the body begins absorbing and converting beet nitrates within hours. That means warmer feet, lighter steps, more energized leg muscles, and a renewed sense of strength you can actually feel. Think about this for a moment. Your legs carry you your entire life, upstairs, across streets, through long days, and into every chapter of your journey. Yet they are also the first to suffer when circulation weakens. When blood struggles to move downward against gravity, your muscles starve. They become tight, heavy, easily fatigued. But here's the shocking part. Research reveals that when you drink beet juice, nitric oxide levels can rise by over 20% within just a few hours. 20%. That's like turning on the lights inside your arteries. Suddenly, vessels expand. Blood begins to glide more easily. Muscles receive a surge of oxygen, and the body responds with a feeling people often describe as leg awakening. You can feel the warmth, the tingling, the renewed vitality. This isn't magic. It's biology. It's chemistry. And it's your body finally getting what it has been quietly begging for. Imagine the blood vessels in your legs like tunnels. When inflammation, stress, or aging narrows those tunnels, traffic slows to a crawl. Your muscles get stuck at a red light with no relief in sight. But beets flip the switch. They widen the tunnel. They clear the congestion. They allow life-giving nutrients to finally reach the deepest tissues of your legs. And science confirms something even more remarkable. Improved circulation doesn't just make your legs feel stronger, it supports overall cardiovascular function. In one study after another, beets consistently demonstrate measurable improvements in blood flow, oxygen uptake, and endurance. Not in athletes, not in bodybuilders, in everyday people. People like you. People whose legs feel weak after a long day. People who struggle with cold feet. People who want to walk farther, climb stairs more easily, and feel youthful strength returning to their body. Picture this. You drink a glass of beet juice. As it enters your stomach, special enzymes begin breaking the nitrates down. They travel through your bloodstream, quietly searching for the areas where your body needs help the most. When they reach your blood vessels, the magic begins. Nitric oxide is released like a key unlocking a door, relaxing the tight, overworked muscles surrounding your arteries. The vessels open, the blood flows, and for the first time in a long time, your legs begin to feel alive again. Warmer, more responsive, more powerful. This is why researchers call beets the natural oxygen booster. Because they don't just help the heart pump blood, they help the legs use blood more efficiently. And when oxygen delivery improves, so does everything else. Walking, standing, balance, mobility, even confidence. But here's something almost no one talks about. Poor leg circulation doesn't just make your legs feel weak, it drains your energy. When your muscles don't get enough oxygen, your body works overtime just to perform simple tasks. That's why climbing a few stairs can leave you winded. That's why long walks feel like a burden instead of a joy. That's why standing too long makes your legs feel like they're filled with sand. And this is exactly why beets are so extraordinary. By improving circulation and oxygen efficiency, they reduce the strain on your entire body. Suddenly, tasks that once felt exhausting begin to feel manageable. Steps become lighter. Movements feel smoother. Your legs respond with strength instead of resistance. Now imagine using beets strategically. 1 glass of beet juice in the afternoon when your legs are at their lowest. A serving of cooked beets with dinner to support evening circulation. A scoop of beet powder in your morning smoothie to fuel your day with oxygen-rich blood. These small habits have a cumulative effect. They rebuild your circulation from the inside out, they nourish your arteries, they energize your muscles, and they silently strengthen the foundation of your body, your legs. And the most powerful part of all this? Beets don't fight against your body, they work with it. They activate natural processes your body already knows how to perform. They simply give your system the fuel it needs to operate the way it was designed. Stronger vessels, better blood flow, improved endurance, enhanced mobility. This is how the body heals. Not in dramatic leaps, but in subtle, consistent improvements that become unmistakable over time. So the next time you feel heaviness in your legs, the next time your feet grow cold for no reason, the next time you walk and feel your calves tightening, remember this simple, powerful truth. Your body is asking for circulation. It is asking for oxygen. It is asking for nutrients. And beets, nature's deep red medicine, may be one of the most effective ways to give your legs exactly what they need. Because strong legs don't come from force. They come from flow. And when you restore that flow, your entire life begins to feel lighter. There is a moment, sometimes small, sometimes unmistakably loud, when your legs tell you something is wrong. It might be a tightness that wasn't there yesterday, a stiffness that arrives without warning, or a slow burning fatigue that creeps up your calves after just a few steps. And for many people, this moment becomes a daily companion, a quiet whisper reminding them that inflammation is silently working against their body. What most people don't realize is that inflammation is one of the most powerful forces capable of weakening the legs. It restricts movement, it tightens muscles, it stiffens joints, it slows blood flow, and it drains energy like a leaking battery. But nature, in its brilliance, created a root so potent, so uniquely designed to calm the fires inside the body, that modern scientists are still amazed by what it can do. That root is ginger, one of the oldest medicinal foods on Earth, a plant used for millennia not for its flavor, but for its healing force. And today, we understand why ginger has stood the test of time, because it contains compounds so powerful that researchers describe it as one of the strongest natural anti-inflammatories found in food. Imagine this: every time your legs feel heavy or stiff, millions of microscopic inflammatory molecules are rushing into your tissues, squeezing nerves, tightening muscles, and slowing circulation. But when ginger enters the body, something remarkable happens. Gingerol, the active compound responsible for its heat and aroma, begins to block those inflammatory pathways, particularly the COX and LOX pathways, the same ones targeted by some over-the-counter pain relievers. Except ginger does it gently, naturally, and without disrupting the body's delicate balance. The result? Muscles relax, blood flows more freely, joints begin to move with less resistance, and the legs start to feel less like anchors, and more like the powerful tools they were meant to be. Picture your blood vessels for a moment. They are highways that carry life, oxygen, nutrients, energy to your legs. But inflammation narrows these highways, forcing blood to struggle through, leaving your legs feeling cold, weak, or numb. Ginger works like a traffic officer, calming the internal chaos, reducing swelling, and allowing blood to move again. And scientists have shown that ginger can improve circulation by naturally thinning the blood just enough to enhance flow, helping your legs receive the oxygen they're starving for. When oxygen delivery increases, your muscles respond instantly. They loosen, they energize, they begin to behave like they belong to someone younger, someone livelier. In one study after another, researchers found that ginger reduces muscle pain, improves recovery, decreases chronic inflammation, and enhances blood flow. Not in extreme athletes, not in rare medical cases, but in everyday people. People who struggle with stiff knees, tight calves, swollen ankles, and legs that simply won't move the way they used to. The science is clear. Inflammation is the enemy of strong legs, and ginger is one of nature's most effective weapons against it. But what makes ginger even more remarkable is how quickly it works. Unlike many foods that take weeks to show benefit, ginger begins influencing inflammation markers within hours. Imagine sipping a warm cup of ginger tea and knowing that, as the heat spreads through your chest and into your limbs, Anti-inflammatory compounds are already traveling through your bloodstream, seeking out the tightness, the swelling, the discomfort, and slowly melting it away. It is a sensation many people describe as warmth returning to the legs, a gentle awakening, a loosening of tension they didn't even know they were holding. And there's something else, something deeper. Inflammation doesn't only attack your muscles and joints, it also drains your energy. When your body fights inflammation, it uses precious resources, oxygen, nutrients, electrolytes, just to keep things stable. That's why you feel tired even when you haven't done much, why your legs feel weak even on days you haven't walked far. Ginger helps reverse this drain. By reducing the inflammatory load, your body suddenly has energy available again. Your legs feel lighter, your steps feel easier, and tasks that once felt exhausting begin to feel manageable. Ginger also plays a surprising role in balancing blood sugar, something crucial for leg strength. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes, your leg muscles can become shaky, fatigued, and unstable. But ginger helps regulate these fluctuations, giving your legs a steady supply of fuel. It nourishes them with stability, preventing the roller coaster that so often leads to weakness. And then there is the digestive connection. Many people don't realize that when digestion is sluggish, circulation can suffer. Nutrient absorption weakens, energy levels drop, muscles become deprived. Ginger stimulates digestion, increases enzyme activity, and helps your body extract more fuel from the food you eat. Better digestion means stronger muscles, better circulation, and more energy available for your legs. Imagine incorporating ginger into your daily routine. A warm cup of ginger tea in the morning to awaken your circulation. A few slices of fresh ginger in hot water during the afternoon slump to soothe inflammation building in your legs. A teaspoon of grated ginger added to dinner to help your body recover overnight. These aren't complicated routines. They're small acts of nourishment that gradually transform how your legs feel. Day by day, your muscles begin to move more freely. Your joints bend more easily. Your steps become smoother, steadier, more confident. Now imagine this transformation happening inside you. Inflammation fading. Blood flowing, muscles receiving the oxygen they've been deprived of for far too long. This isn't a miracle. It is the body returning to balance. It is the body healing itself the way it was meant to. And ginger is simply the catalyst, a natural, humble root that provides the spark your body needs to restore strength, mobility, and power in your legs. So the next time your legs feel heavy, the next time inflammation robs you of the energy to move, and the next time your knees ache or your calves tighten or your ankles swell, remember this: the solution may not be found in the medicine cabinet. It may be waiting in your kitchen in the form of a simple root used by ancient healers and now validated by modern science. Ginger is more than a spice. It is a force of nature, one that calms inflammation, soothes muscle tension, fuels circulation, and restores energy to the very foundation of your body. There comes a moment in life when you begin to feel your legs slowing down, not because of age, but because something deep inside the muscles is silently fading. A moment when walking up the stairs feels heavier than it should, when your calves tighten sooner than they used to, when simple movements begin demanding more effort from a body that once moved effortlessly. And what most people never realize is this: weakness often has nothing to do with growing older, and everything to do with what's missing inside your cells. Because inside every movement your legs make, from lifting your feet off the ground to holding your balance, there is one mineral your muscles depend on like oxygen itself: magnesium, the forgotten fuel of human strength. And one of the richest natural sources of this miracle mineral hides in a humble green leaf that many people overlook every day: spinach. Spinach is not just food, it is a biochemical powerhouse. A nutrient-dense green so rich in magnesium that scientists often call it a muscle-activating vegetable. When magnesium levels drop, and for most adults they do, your muscles begin to misfire. They cramp, they tighten, they twitch, they weaken, and they tire more quickly. That heaviness in your legs, that sudden fatigue that hits halfway through your walk, that nighttime cramping that jerks you awake, it's not random. It's your body signaling that your cells no longer have the mineral they need to contract and relax smoothly. Magnesium is the conductor of your muscular orchestra. Without it, every movement becomes harder, slower, and more painful. But the moment spinach enters your body, something extraordinary begins. Inside those dark green leaves, magnesium begins working like a key unlocking tight muscles. It regulates the electrical impulses your nerves send to your muscles, ensuring every contraction is smooth, controlled, and efficient. It stabilizes energy production inside your cells, giving your leg muscles the fuel they need to sustain long periods of movement without burning out. It even helps relax blood vessels, improving circulation and allowing more oxygen to reach the tissues that support your weight every single day. This is not theory, this is not speculation, this is physiology, proven, documented, understood deeply by scientists who've studied muscle health for decades. Imagine your leg muscles as engines. They need fuel, they need oxygen, but they also need the spark that tells them when to fire, and magnesium is that spark. So when you eat spinach, you're not just giving your body vitamins, you're giving it the raw electrical power it needs to move. Studies show that magnesium deficiency is linked to increased muscle fatigue, poor balance, slower walking speed, and reduced muscle recovery, and many people are deficient without even knowing it. But spinach is uniquely positioned to reverse that because it doesn't just contain magnesium. It also contains nitrates, plant compounds that help widen blood vessels and improve oxygen delivery to the legs. That means spinach works on two levels at once, fueling the muscle cells directly and enhancing the flow of oxygen-rich blood that keeps your legs moving with strength and endurance. Imagine this scene. You take a handful of fresh spinach, add it to your breakfast, and begin your day. Within hours, the magnesium is absorbed into your bloodstream, transported to your legs, and used by every cell that needs help restoring its natural rhythm. Your legs, once tense and tight, begin to feel a subtle ease. Your steps start to feel lighter, your endurance slowly stretches, and something deep inside you begins to reawaken, the strength you thought you lost. But that's only the beginning. Spinach is also packed with potassium, another critical electrolyte your legs depend on for fluid balance and nerve transmission. Without enough potassium, your muscles swell. They stiffen. They lose their ability to contract properly. Spinach restores this balance. The chemistry is simple yet profound. Potassium helps muscles relax while magnesium helps them fire. Together they create a harmony your legs have been waiting for. And then there are the antioxidants, lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin C compounds that protect your leg muscles from oxidative stress, one of the leading causes of muscle aging. When free radicals attack the tissue inside your legs, your muscles fatigue faster, recover slower, and lose their youthful elasticity. Spinach floods your system with antioxidants that shield your muscles from this silent damage, helping you move with more resilience, more flexibility, more power. But perhaps the most extraordinary effect of spinach is on energy itself. Inside every cell of your leg muscles is a tiny power generator, the mitochondrion. And spinach contains compounds that support mitochondrial function, meaning it increases the very energy your legs run on. When your mitochondria fire more efficiently, everything changes. Steps become easier, stamina rises, fatigue fades. The sensation of heavy legs begins to dissolve. Imagine this transformation building day after day. A morning smoothie with spinach, a handful added to your lunch, a serving cooked at dinner, and with every meal, you give your legs another dose of the minerals and nutrients they've been quietly missing. You're not just eating a vegetable, you're rebuilding the electrical and mechanical systems that power your mobility. So think about your legs, the muscles that carry you through life, the calves that keep you balanced, the thighs that lift you from a chair, the feet that anchor your every step. They rely on magnesium the same way the heart relies on oxygen, and spinach is one of the purest, most potent sources available in nature. When you nourish your body with it, you're not just strengthening your muscles. You're restoring a connection between your brain, your nerves, and your legs, a connection that determines how strong you feel, how long you walk, and how confidently you move through the world. So the next time your legs feel weak, the next time you feel that tightness, that cramp, that fatigue creeping in, remember this, your body is not failing you. It is calling out for the fuel it has been denied. A simple handful of spinach may be the key to bringing energy, power, and vitality back to the foundation of your body. Because leg strength isn't luck, it's nourishment. And spinach is one of nature's most powerful gifts for restoring it.